Hi and welcome back to my channel. Before I begin this review, let me thank NF Akus, or previously known as NF Audio, for sending me the IEM in for review. Rest assured, all of my reviews are 100% my own personal opinion. So on today's video, I will review the NF Audio NE4. It's a quad driver full balance armature IEM costing around $700 US. Okay, let us start with the unboxing experience and packaging itself. On the front, you can see they are kinda showcasing the features that the NE4 has a swappable faceplate. On the side, on the other side, and the back of the packaging. On the box itself, you get like 3 faceplate. A pop faceplate, reference faceplate, and transparent faceplate. And here is the specification just in case you wanna read it. So, let's open the box. Inside the box, you get a manual and some document like... Yeah, I don't even read this, but yeah. Anyway, you get a document and a manual. And below this part, previously the IEM was here. And here is the swappable faceplate. I will talk more about the faceplate later on the sound. Below this part, you get ear tips. Below the ear tips, previously there is a cable, and previously here you can find a case. On the accessories box, you get, if I'm not wrong, you get a screwdriver. Where's the screwdriver? Oh yeah, here it is. Yeah, a screwdriver and a spare, what do you call it this in English? Baut. Yeah, I don't know the English word for it. Screws. And here is a 1/4 inch adapter. So, let me put the box back together and let me grab the case and the IEM itself. Here is the case. The case itself is actually pretty good. It looks and feels premium, as it should be because it is a flagship product. And here is the IEM and the cable. Let's start to the build quality. The build quality of the IEM shell. The IEM shell is made from what I believe to be aluminum. The shell itself feels really sturdy and premium. Like, yeah, it's really good. But one thing I should point out is that the size of this IEM is very chunky and thick. Don't get me wrong, this IEM is still very comfortable to wear, but it's just that the shell wheel sticks out from your ear canal. Also, I found using the NE4 with Dunu SNS tips helped me to get more stable fitting. The faceplate is removable just like I said earlier. And as for the cable, it's sadly decent at best. It uses what I believe to be a QDC type 2-pin, but normal 2-pin cable also works just fine. For its price, I expect a better cable or modular cable. But to be fair, the NE4 first release is like way back in 2021 or something. So modular cable is still like kinda rare. Okay, let's talk about the sound. For the sound itself, tested using Vio KB3, Vio M23, Poco M6 Pro, stock cable, and Dunu SNS ear tips. Music is mostly from Apple Music with the genre of J-pop, rock, EDM, jazz, and metal. The tonality itself is really depending on what faceplate you use. With reference faceplate, this one, the black one, you get a neutral tonality with slightly boosted bass, smooth mid-range, and treble. With the pop faceplate, the red one, you get like an aggressive bass-boosted V-shaped tonality. With the transparent faceplate, the blue one, you get a flat bass with main focus on mid-range and treble. And actually, NF Audio has another faceplate. This one, the Explore faceplate. With this one, you get more or less same like transparent faceplate but with a tad brighter tonality. I will explain the tonality and technicalities using the reference faceplate because that one is my favorite. Let us start from the bass. You can clearly tell it's a balanced armature bass. It sounds tight, nimble, and just very agile in general. While it lacks in physical punch, the NE4 offers a very good bass texture on its presentation. Its extension is also very deep. Like you can easily hear the sub-bass rumble with a lot of texture. The only thing I can nitpick from the bass is just that the fact it sounds like a balanced armature bass because it is a balanced armature IEM. Mid-range, spot on, very well tuned on the reference faceplate. It does not sound thin and the overall timbre is very natural for a balanced armature unit. Vocal placement is also not very forward, definitely free from shout and sibilance. As for instruments, it sounds quote-unquote sweet, if that even makes any sense. Like for example, the sounds of violin on Violet Evergarden OST, the title is The Ultimate Prize. Man, listening to that song using this IEM give me like literal goosebumps, like it is so good, as expected from a flagship grade IEM. For the treble, it's airy, smooth, with normal extension but very detailed. The treble of the NE4 with the reference faceplate is just like where it should be. What I mean by that? The treble is blending in with other frequencies very well. It does not stick out like a sore thumb and not dull sounding either. While it might not have the best extension for the price, the micro details of the NE4 is very good. Like you can easily hear small nuances sounds from this IEM. Let's talk about the technicalities. For an IEM costing around 700 USD, the technicality is very good, especially remembering that the NE4 releases like in 2021. Let's start with the stage. I found the NE4 has medium-sized stage with spectacular stage layering. The NE4 can easily render the room of the songs, and it has a very symmetrical stage shape, like the width and depth is very symmetrical. The tail retrieval, very good. The NE4 offers a very detailed listening experience in all of its frequencies. Bass, mid-range, treble sounds very resolving and just like a treat to listen to. Separation and positioning is very good. Thanks to its high-quality balanced armature driver use, you literally can pinpoint objects so easily that it feels like I'm having an unfair advantage using the NE4 when I play Valorant. Same can be said with normal music listening. You can easily separate and pinpoint exact instruments easily again, as expected from a flagship class IEM. Let's talk about some comparison. I will compare the NE4 to the Moondrop S8. It has 8 balanced armature and costing more or less around 700 USD. More or less released around the same time frame like the NE4. The S8 has superior build quality in my opinion. The S8 uses a very high quality transparent and filled resin and much more ergonomic compared to the NE4, with more or less same quality accessories. Sound-wise, the S8 only has one tuning, and it's the typical Moondrop VDSF target, or we can say just like a modified Harman target tuning. The S8 also exhibit the same balanced armature bass issues. it lacks physical punch. And for the mid-range itself, I found the NE4 to have more body compared to the S8. The timbre of NE4 also superior compared to the S8. As for the treble, I found the S8 to be more extended compared to the NE4. Technicality-wise, both are more or less in the same ballpark. I will also compare the NE4 to the Moondrop Darksaber. The Darksaber uses 2 dynamic driver and 8 balanced armature, costing around $750 US. The Darksaber, also my previous daily driver, more recent releases compared to both S8 and NE4. For some reason, Darksaber build quality, for its surprise, to be honest, it's very bad. I'm not sure why Moondrop decided to use thin resin and not felt for the Darksaber. Though, comfort-wise, the Darksaber is more ergonomic compared to NE4. Tonality-wise, the Darksaber utilizes isobaric design dynamic driver for its bass. So my issues with balanced armature bass are fixed on the Darksaber. As for the mid-range and treble, to be honest, nothing has changed much from the S8. Technicality-wise, I can say the Darksaber has a larger soundstage compared to both S8 and NE4. Though sometimes when I listen using my Darksaber, it can sound a bit disorienting for some reason. So, the conclusion of this review. Is the NE4 any good? And would I recommend the NE4 in 2024? The answer is yes and maybe. Let me explain. The NE4 is released around 2021, I believe it's 2021. And it is indeed a very good sub $1,000 USD flagship IM. It offers a solid metal build quality with an innovative tuning faceplate that you can change. But in 2024, there are dozens more new releases, for example, like the Moondrop Darksaber. While the Darksaber has a very bad build quality, it offers a Harman-like tuning with isobaric dynamic driver bass and more extended treble compared to the NE4. So in the end, it depends on you completely what kind of tuning you're searching for, and is build quality an important deciding factor or not for you. If you're tempted to get the NE4, let me say that this IM has a very good timbre for a full balanced armature IM. Also with the NE4, you get 4 tuning options, just in case like you're getting bored with the reference tuning. You can get other tuning options by just changing the faceplates. Okay, thanks for reaching this far. If you find this video helpful, please drop a like. If you want more video like this, hit subscribe. And yeah, this is the review for the NE4. Bye bye.